and so on. But we can talk about that later. So for the health fair, that's next Tuesday. So it's in like 3 days. I'm going to share my screen with you. I know not all of you can watch. Yeah. So this is what the layout is going to be for it. In the past, we've had about the same amount of organizations, actually. We usually have like 30 people come table, and we have a little bit more than 50 students show up to participate in the health fair. My guess is that because this is an alumni hall and it's just naturally more crowded in the area, we're going to get more people. But that shouldn't be a problem. That's just going to stress out the front table, the check-in table people, which is going to be, yeah, last year it was in the PE building. And I think that's, yeah. And it was still a little crazy. That's why I'm thinking this one is going to be a little bit rough for whoever's checking people in, which is going to be Ben, and we have another student, Jennifer, who's not an ambassador, but she's coming to help with the check-in. And then I will be there as well. And so we'll have a check-in table in front of Alumni Hall South, and ID scanners. And so if you want to help, all we're doing is just collecting IDs, or if you don't have an ID, so if it's a community member, just put down their name on the spreadsheet and then send them in. And then they're going to follow the progressions down the tables. These red squares are going to be for different things. So we're going to be doing HIV and STI testings. We're going to be doing vaccinations for just about everything. We have flu, COVID, RSV, and all the immunization requirements. So the Tdap, the MMR, the measles. MMR is measles, but it's meningitis, I think. But we have the whole list of things, and it's free for everyone, but for staff and community members, we're going to need their insurance. But if they don't have insurance, Jenny told me they're going to give it to them anyway. So that's happening on this side. And someone else was going to come to do, I think, HPV, but they might not anymore. So on one side, we'll have the tables. On the other side, we'll be doing testing and stuff. And then in Golden Eagles, we'll have insurance enrollment appointments happening. And we've been doing those. They know what they're doing, and they're just going to do it on their own. We don't have to do anything for them. But if they need help, we might have to send someone to help them, I don't know, maybe find a table or get something that they need or whatnot. But so the big issue is going to be the check-in table. So if you can spare some time, come help with the check-in. Setup is pretty easy. We're just, yes, Miriam.
So the health fair is from 12 to 4, right?
Yes.
Okay, I can help all day too. So I can help with the check-in table too if you need me.
Okay, appreciate that. And remember, I wanted you to try to take pictures too. So if you can bring the camera.
Yeah. Okay.
Take some pictures. Thank you, Miriam. Yes, please do that. Yeah, I think Miriam is going to try to get a pretty good camera. And if you want to support her too during that day to make sure that she's getting what you can use, feel free to do that. Because I know you'll be floating around too, talking to people and stuff. Okay, so that's during the event. We have a table inside. We're going to have one of these corner tables. That is going to be right next to the IDPH ambassadors table. So that's a good chance for you to hang out by the table for a bit, talk to them, and connect in that way. But also, like, go talk to everyone else. During the semester, most of these people have sent me job postings, so I know that they're hiring. And if you don't know, the whole profession of community health work is always hiring people. So it's good to connect with these folks. And then we'll have the check-in outside. Um, oh, and there are going to be the fitness classes in the PE building are going to be free for everybody, so anyone can go in and take those. So we can tell people to go there too. But Campus Rec is going to be here, so they're probably going to be doing that too. Okay, moving on though. The setup is pretty easy. Jareria is going to come and help me with the setup. We're just going to make sure that everyone who requested accommodations have them, and we're going to label all the tables with who's supposed to sit where. That's not going to take a long time. And then we're going to set up our own tables, the chicken table and the our student help table inside. My guess is the nurses are going to sit on our table inside because they're going to be doing the vaccinations. And they're just going to be going back and forth to the tent. And then I'm going to be sticking to the check-in table outside. But if things slow down, I'll be walking around. So setup is pretty easy, just labels and setting up our table. The cleanup can be rough sometimes, depending on how clean our people are. So at 4 o'clock, which is pretty much the end of the day, if people make a mess, it's nice to pick it up. I really don't like to leave things for the janitors because they're really cool people, and I don't like giving them extra work. We will have food in the alumni hall. So Jersey Mike's is coming with free sandwiches for everybody, and Culver's is coming with something. I think it's like cheese curds or something. So that might get on the floor, but taking stuff down shouldn't be tough. The alumni hall is going to put away everything, like all their equipment, the tables and stuff. We just have to make sure that no one is leaving anything. So if there's any like stranded tablecloths or giveaways or their food on the floor, let's get rid of that so that we don't get a bad rep with them, and I don't get yelled at. They're nice people, but they like to yell at people sometimes. So that's pretty easy. Set up and tear down are pretty easy. We just need a lot of help for the check-in during the event, and that's pretty much it. So if you can swing by, go straight to the check-in table and help us. Again, it's going to be me, Ben, and Jennifer are going to be at the check-in table, and we'll have ID scanners, and it should be easy, hopefully, with 3 of us. Do you have any questions about the health fair?
No questions. I think I could do I could help like before it opens, so anytime before 12, and then I think I would just have to leave like around 2.
Okay. Any help would be appreciated. I think Javeria and I are going to start taking stuff up there at 11:30, maybe a little bit before that.
Okay, maybe I could swing by your office around like 11:30, and then we could start.
Okay, that would be great. Thanks. And so that would be good actually, because I don't know what the nurses need, and they have to move a lot of vaccines and stuff upstairs. So extra hands are going to be good during that 11 to 12 hour. Yeah, Mira.
I got an exam on Tuesday at 10, but I'll try to catch you guys as soon as I'm done.
Okay. Yeah, no rush. Don't worry about showing up early. Just don't fail your exam. Okay, so that's the health fair. If you want to see who's coming, there's a list. I think I shared the list of registration with all of you, but there's a list on the website too of who's going to be there. So you can kind of see who you want to talk to. Okay, I don't have a cool graphic for the stress-free zone, but this is my idea of what's going to happen. So every semester we have a lot of food, and that's what we need help with. We usually do it in the old bookstore, but we can't do it because they filled it up with stuff apparently, and we don't fit, so we can't go in there. So I reserved the fishbowl in the cafeteria. sorry, we usually have hot dogs and corn dogs, a lot of chips, some cookies, some juice and sodas, water. Um,
And popcorn.
have our popcorn machine, and all of these need people to kind of oversee the food safety part of it, so to make sure students aren't touching everything and making a mess and doing stuff. We're gonna do just about the same thing. This one is gonna be winter themed, so I know we're gonna bring the marshmallow toasters, and we're gonna be doing s'mores, so that can get a little messy. So if you want to come, that's probably what you're gonna do. So we're gonna spend. It's gonna be from 12 to 2. We're gonna spend a whole, like, we usually start at 10:30 actually. At 10:30 to 12. I don't know how it's gonna work because we don't have all of the shelves that we usually have to do everything. We're gonna be in a fishbowl, so we'll find ways. We'll probably just throw it on tables, and so we have to set up, like, organize all the snacks on the tables for people to grab it. We have to get the machines running for the popcorn and the hot dogs and the s'mores, and then you have to stick with the machine throughout the 2 hours to make sure that no one is doing anything dumb with them, and kind of just sharing food to people so that they're not making a mess or cross contaminating or anything. And so that's only a 2 hour event. It's a 12 to 2. Um, and it goes by quickly. Yeah, man. No, not at the health fair. We used to have dental come in because we had a connection to a student, and the the person's uncle who owned the clinic would give any AU students a discount. But since he graduated, they're not doing that anymore. And there aren't really a lot of community-based dental clinics for people to go to. So, like, our only option is to bring a full-priced one, which is hella expensive, and if they don't have insurance, they can't get it. So it's that and it's vision actually, but we cover vision to do what? To do like cleanings and stuff for students. Yeah, I was reaching out to because I know Harper has one too, and I was reaching out to them, and they I reached out to Harper and someone else, but they didn't want to come to the health fair. But I think if I can work with their faculty, maybe they can come and do like a clinic where they like do services for students here. But it'll take some organization. But in terms of like a place where we can refer students to, we don't have any, so we can't bring that here. But that and vision care are the two ones that we struggle with a lot. Um, but we have like the Illinois Society for of Blindness or something that usually do a really good job of getting students free or low cost help for that. But if you can come up with more suggestions like that, that would be helpful for next semester. I'm going to start reaching out. I'm hoping to do that and talk to faculty at Harvard to see if they can come with their students and kind of supervise a clinic. Yeah, Miriam.
I will also reach out to a couple people to ask if they can help on the stress free zone. You could just send me the deeds, like I know where the location is gonna be, but like time and also date.
Okay, I'll send you the flyer once we're done with it. Yeah, that's correct. Um, the to some extent, the food pantry and that thing and the help the HSP is doing counts towards nutrition, but not really. Um, But yeah, next semester we should definitely look for those. Yeah, Marion?
You got someone working on the flyer for the stress free zone? I can do it if you want.
Oh, yes, please. That would be great. I can email you all the information.
Okay.
Okay. We don't. But uh, we can talk to Robin, though, because a lot of her students that graduated are in nutrition, and she brings them back sometimes. Or maybe someone to come table and promote that, or maybe one of our interns we can assign to do that. We're not getting interns, by the way. Next semester we don't have interns, but maybe an ambassador can do that, or shoot, we can do it ourselves actually. But we'll figure something out. We'll figure something out. Yeah, yeah. We have another program called the Reg Health Ambassadors that do get nutrition training, but it's not. It's just Robin coming in and doing like a nutrition 101 for them. We'll talk about it some more though. Find a way to bring those in for next time. But going back to the stress-free zone, so there's going to be all that food. We're also going to have puppies there, so we need someone to keep an eye on them and go walk them like every hour. We usually lock them up in a cage so they don't run away, but we never put them in a cage, so they're just running all over the place. But they stick close. The baby, Bao, he might run away, but the other two are going to stick close. But we'll need someone to babysit the puppy therapist so that they're not pooping everywhere and peeing everywhere and jumping on people and stuff. That's it. So it's usually a really hectic 2 hours, but it goes by quickly. And the more people we have, the better. So if you can swing by, this is only on the 28th of November. If you can swing by on the 28th and hang out with us for those 2 hours, that would be really helpful. So that's from 12 to 4. Immediately after that, so we're going to clean up. Sorry, 12 to 2. We're going to start cleaning up at 2 o'clock because at 3, we have to start packing to go to a central. We're doing a vaccination clinic over there. It would be helpful if you tagged along as well. We're bringing every vaccine again. I think there's going to be food, so we'll need people to man the food. And we'll be there until, I think, 7 o'clock. From 4 to 7, we're going to be there doing vaccinations for people. So if you can hang out for the whole day with us, or even just show up for that part, or any part really, you can come for the stress-free zone or for the vaccination. It would be helpful to have some extra hands. Yeah, Miriam?
So that day, I got to request a day off, but can I tag along with you on the car to go to El Centro if I was able to take a day off?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I have a big boy car, so anyone who wants to come with me can fit in there.
Okay. Well, I'll keep you posted.
Okay. So that's the end of the month. After that, there's nothing. That vaccination clinic is the last thing that we're doing. And then the Friday of that week is going to be our last meeting. I'm going to make it in person and ask Jenny to buy us some food. And it's going to be like, congratulations, you survived another semester at NEIU. And we can hang out and stuff. And it'll be a good time. It'll probably be down here in the health services. But we'll see how that goes. Okay. One last thing really quickly is the mental health first aid. I think that's oh no, that's a lie. Okay, so the mental health first aid is the second to last training we have to do. We got yelled at by the instructors because we're not doing the thing. So if you haven't done your pre-work, please do it before, what did they say, the 19th? So this weekend. Yeah, Nick.
I just found my link and I'm gonna do it today or tomorrow. I'll complete like all the work.
Okay.
I know.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I skimmed the original email and I didn't even realize that I had like, you know, we had the pre-work to do. So I was like, shit. Because I think I saw Robin's like email and I was like, uh-oh. I'm like, okay, I'm coming. I promise.
Yeah, don't worry. I haven't done mine either, so I gotta knock it out this weekend. But I've been like so busy with so many things. I'm just trying to play catch up until the end of the semester. Anand? The self defense, we keep pushing it back. That was supposed to be, I think, last month on the 26th. But I got big sick, so I couldn't do that. And then I was trying to schedule it for next month for the 27th, but the room's not available. So now we're shooting for the 30th. Um, Hopefully, we can do it on the 30th. If that doesn't happen, then I'll just talk to Jenny to see if we can either waive it or do it afterwards and give you your certificate before you do it. But we'll figure out something. But my hope is if everyone can make it on November 30th, we'll do it in the PE building and knock it out. Nice. I'm not counting mine, but I think I got 4 too. I don't know actually. That's a good question. I don't think they were ever making too much money off of it, so that's why they probably backed out. Um, that's a good question. I got to look into it because I'm not sure who's. Yeah, I've noticed that too. It's IDPH that keeps it. They were the ones issuing the card too, uh, but they don't give you a card anymore because you don't, because it's not a COVID emergency, so you don't have to show it to anybody. So they just don't bother with it. Mhm. Yeah. Um, if you log into your IDPH account, you can see all your records, even your most recent shots that you get. So that's a good if you got it. Oh, okay. Okay. Um, okay, so those are the last two trainings. There's a mental health first aid and the self defense. Once you do those, you're good. And then we have those two events coming up. That's pretty much it. Then the semester is over. Um, we're going to be recruiting for a new round of ambassadors. So if you want to stick around for next year, um, you can tackle more difficult issues, make it a level 2. There's no second certificate, but you can hang out and help out other students and do whatever you want with it. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. Do any of you have questions or anything?
It was great. They had like they had health more health options than they did before. Like before they didn't have any. It was more like business and education. This time they actually had some health options. And I actually got a job. So
You got a job, you said?
yeah, I get to work with patients and this way I can get my patient contact for um medical school.
Nice. Don't you have a job already?
No, I got a job here on campus, but that's
Oh,
not gonna help me with my
okay.
future career.
Okay. Gotcha. Well, that's good. Congrats. Um, I was there too, but I didn't really spend a lot. Sorry, go ahead, man. Yeah. Hmm. Here. I will look forward to the article. Um, I was there, but I didn't fully participate because I was more there to meet the people that I had meetings with than to browse around the tables. Um, But I did walk around a bit and collect some job postings and internship stuff. Um, I don't feel like this time it was as big as last year. I feel like it was more manageable. Like I knocked it all out in like an hour, and then I left. Yeah, it was a good thing though. I think there are a lot of people there. Um, yeah. So anything else? That's all I had for you.
Good.
Yeah, can I go now?
Yes. Get out of here, man.
Thanks. Bye. Bye,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye.
Thanks for coming out. Are any of you going to the volleyball? I know Miriam's going.
I don't think I'm going today.
Okay. I'm gonna swing back. Oh, yeah. Mhm. That's good. That's good. Oh, I might. I'll see what I can do. I gotta knock some work out, but I'm gonna head over there like as soon as I can. Probably in the afternoon. I'll be there. Um, um let me tell you, because it's okay. So there are 12 teams, and there are one, two, three, four. That's 12 matches. 12 teams, 12 matches, three different volleyball courts. Oh, I know there's 11 teams. Oh, no, there's 12. Yeah, there's 12 teams, 12 matches. Mm. Well, looking forward to it. We'll see what happens. Mostly just going for the food and a good time because they give you a T-shirt. I want the T-shirt and the food. No, just the ones that sign up. I don't think our department is playing. No one said they were. Um, I'm not playing with the nurses. I signed up as a free agent and I got assigned to set the kill is the name of the team. Yeah. All right. See you, Nat.